What if the real superpower was already inside you? The Great Book of Melanin Research reveals 130 years of scientific studies conducted by governments around the world on you. This isn't fiction. It's real research on melanin uncovering its superconductive, photoconductive, cell-protective, and DNA shielding abilities. Yeah, they've known for over a century. Why don't you? Order now and get the exclusive Police Stop Law Package free. That's the Know Your Rights Manual, Constitutional Rights Card, Qualified Immunity Notice and Card, Police Stop Flashcards Volume 1 and 2, the Public Official Bonds Book. Learn how to hold them personally accountable. This is power in your hands, biological and legal. They studied you. Now you study them. Click the link. Get the truth. Get protected. The Great Book of Melanin Research. It's time you knew what they know.
What up, people? On this Saturn's Day, another Saturn's Day. What's cracking to you, peoples? What's popping, everybody? It's getting kind of cold out here in Los Angeles. Sunny, but it's cold. I hate the wintertime. This ain't for black folks. Wintertime is not for melanated people. This is for Caucasians. You guys live in the cold areas. Melanated people. Now, what's the temperature out here? About 68. That's cold for Los Angeles. 68 degrees. Let me tell you, it's cold. Los Angeles is freezing right now. Damn it. Appreciate you taking your shoes off. That's if you don't know, if you've never been here before. First of all, welcome. But take your shoes off means hit the like button as you come in here. Make sure you respect the dojo before you come up in here. Appreciate you, Melanated Brown, Travis Bailey. Man, my eyes are going again. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on my thing. Trying to get my eyes. Travion 76, my bad. DJ Sherm. What is that? Sun Rising, or what is that? Sunza? What does that say? Sunza Rising? I don't know. I hope I got. I don't know what I hope I got it right. Was it Sunza Rising? Look, my eyes is bad today, damn it. Sorry, appreciate you though. What up, Summer Breeze? What up, Hodges? Appreciate you, brother. Isaac Preston. What up, Sam Stone? What up? Appreciate you, Broderick. Excuse me, Roderick Roche. What's up, brother? Bro, L Wise, a Tuna and Twain. Black. What's that? Black and Silver. All right, Black and Silver. What up? Cherokee. Was it TOLU? Y'all in these names. Cherokee TOLU. What up? El Aqua. What's cracking? Mr. Darius 0070. What's cracking? Was that Broderick Enoch? What's up, brother? London Shaw. Excuse me, London Shaw Sean. You got London Shaw Sean. What's happening? Was that Chaz McFly? What's cracking? Manifest. What is that? Damn, I can't even see that name. Manifesties? Is that Manafides? Oh, I can't read the name. Is it Manafides? My bad. Man, when I'm dehydrated, I told you, my eyes are bad. And yes, I'm dehydrated a lot. I'm dehydrated quite a bit because I just do a lot of stuff. I don't think about drinking water a lot. So don't be like me. You drink water. Don't be dehydrated like me. But I do need to drink some water. I love water, just not all the time. But appreciate y'all for showing up. If you ordered if one of your package is gone. So appreciate you guys for supporting. And everybody knows, bam, you get if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, this is how you support everybody. I gotta let you know. You really want to support, you want me to, you enjoy me coming here and doing these videos, you're getting information from this stuff. Yo, you got to support. So this is the way you support. Make sure you go get the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. And you will get the whole police stop law package for free. I'm giving you again a whole police stop law. I know a lot of you guys don't value the police stop law package because you feel that you're not getting your ass whooped right now. I know it's hard to think about asserting your rights and all that type of stuff when maybe you haven't been bugged by the police for a minute, but you know that it's out there, don't you? You know that it may be around the corner. Had people listening to the show 5 years. I've said, and I told you, I warned them. They heard me say the warning. Do not wait until you get pulled over before you hit me up. And sure enough, that's what happened. So you don't be like that. Make sure you get the Great Book of Melanin Research, and you will get this whole police stop law package for free. Now, goddamn, for free. Now, maybe I need to charge some money for it because melanated people don't appreciate stuff when you give it for free. But you get the whole police stop law package. That's the Know Your Rights Manual, the Public Official Bonds book, the Constitutional Rights cards and qualified immunity cards right here. That's the constitutional rights cards, the qualified immunity cards, and notice right here, just had somebody else got pulled over again, doing something that she wasn't supposed to be doing. Why you look again doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing? But she got pulled over again, pulled out the constitutional rights cards. She was supposed to get a ticket. Came back. Well, this is just a warning. She should have got a ticket though. But she got a warning. Now, again, I'm not telling you that this stuff gets you out of stuff, but if you did wrong, this gets you out of stuff. I'm not saying that it doesn't, though. However, make sure you do right. This prevents the police officers from violating your constitutional rights. That's what this constitutional rights card does. Lets the police officers know what your rights are and what will happen when they violate your constitutional rights. And the qualified immunity cards and notice right here, lets police officers know they lose their shield when they violate your rights. They knowingly violate your rights. Like it says right here in Malley versus Briggs. It says the police officer knowingly violates their rights. They lose their qualified immunity or are plainly incompetent. Meaning if you just dumb, if you just blatantly just don't want to know your job, then you still also lose your qualified immunity. But these right here, these cards you keep in your car right here, you hand them to the police officer. You say, I don't answer questions, officer. Sorry. Me no answer questions. Me no hablo. you hit him with one of those. You an immigrant. Me no habla. But right here, these are the cards. This is what you hit them with. Police officers don't want to see this. They don't want to see anyone asserting their rights. They rather get the person who doesn't know anything. All right. So this is the way you support. Also, it comes with you also get the press pass right here. This is having like a gold ticket in your back pocket when you're out in the open and police try to tell you to get out of here at a public gathering or something like boom. You don't need this though because of the First Amendment. But if you don't know that, then you just pull this out of your car or out of your back pocket and bam, they can't say anything. So this all comes within the package. Plus you get the police stop flashcards as well. And the deal is still on. I'm going to give you all 5 police stop flashcards if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. You get all 5 flashcards. This is the last week for the deal. So if you don't get the book this week, you don't get the 5 cards. So appreciate you guys for everybody who support. And then you can go out the other way you support. Go out to realnagas.com. Make sure you cop one of these beautiful shirts right here. Rapstrology Volume 1 or Rapstrology Volume 2. Get up there, be fly, baby. Don't be plain, be fly, baby. Oh, get out there, baby. Get this fly gear. Bam. So rapstrology.com. That's the way you support. Again, realnagas.com or rapstrology.com. And make sure you support by buying the merchandise. All right, everybody. So really quick, last week I was talking about the black hand emojis. Damn it, I didn't upload them. Hold up. I thought I had uploaded it. Yo, Darius Foster, appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App. And Roger Rose, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the Cash App. So somebody had put on their thing that they had the 2 black handshake emojis. On mine, there is no black handshake emoji. Let me see if I can show you. On both of my phones. I tried to take a picture of it, but I don't know what the picture is to show you. But hold on, let me see if I can find the picture. Because everybody was like, come on, Kev, they got black hand them. I'm like, motherfucker, why would I lie? The fuck would I get up here and lie about that for? I don't need to waste energy lying about shit. I got too much shit to do. I wouldn't get up here and lie about shit. Trust me, I need to cut these damn live streams as much as it is right now. I don't know how they went from an hour to 4 hours, but I'm about to cut these bitches. Especially y'all better start supporting. But let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oops. Dang it, hold on. Uh-oh. Damn it. Oh, there it is. All right. Where's my favorites? Damn. Man, it's in here somewhere. God damn. I don't know. Oh, here we go. All right. So, can you guys see that? Hold on, let me put the screen up. So, oops. Dang it, where'd it go? So can you see? Oops. Right there. See how there's only a robot? There is only a robot, only robot hands. There's black hands, or there's white shake hands, and then the black hand is only shaking the robot hand. So that's my phone. It's also on, I got 2 iPhones. It's on both of them. So I don't know what the hell y'all got, but on both of my iPhones, there's only the white shake hand, and then the black hand, no shaky shake. So I don't know what the hell y'all was getting, but come on, Kim. And then they was posting their black hand. I'm like, okay, you got it. Again, I did a story on this. However, this is not new. I did a story on this. I think it's in the one of my documentaries. I think it's 40 Acres in the Fool. I did a documentary on it, or the story on it. It's in there. So I've been on this a long time. This is like 4 to 5 years ago. I did 40 Acres in the Fool. If you haven't watched that documentary, you need to go watch it, breaking it off about your Aboriginal heritage to the Americas. But in that movie, or that documentary, I show it in there. There's a part where I show it, and also from the Android also. It wasn't just iPhone, it was Android. So maybe somebody got on them and they corrected it, but it's not on my. This is fairly new. It's not on this one, and even if it was new, the emojis update the same. So I don't know why. I don't know how somebody else got the handshake emoji and I didn't, but it's still not on my phone. So I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get into it? Ready to get into it? Hold on. Really quick, though, I want you guys to know how important it is for you guys to have this constitutional rights card. Very important. Let me see.
Freedom isn't free, but it's something we can all carry with us every day. The Constitutional Rights Card is your pocket-sized reminder of the rights that protect you. It's not just a card, it's a shield against injustice. Knowing your rights is the first step in defending them. When you're armed with knowledge, you empower yourself and those around you. Imagine walking into any situation with confidence, knowing exactly what you're entitled to. This card is a tool for awareness, a way to stand firm in the face of adversity. Don't let ignorance be your downfall. Carry the Constitution and let it guide you in defending your rights. Order yours today at KYRF.org and take the first step toward true empowerment.
You heard? Take the first step to true empowerment. Damn it. So, again, get over to, if you want to know the law for free, get over to KYRF.org/volunteers. Make sure you sign up. We will teach you the law for free. You understand? For free. So we don't want to hear any excuses. Nothing. We will teach you the law for free. So I don't know who else is going to do that. Who's going to save your ass like that? But make sure you get over there. We need motivated people now. Don't come over here and just be sitting back chilling thinking we're going to force you to learn. No, we need motivated people. If you're motivated, then boom, make sure you get over here. We will absolutely teach you the law for free. But the deal is you have to go back out and teach it to your family and your friends. All right. You have to pay it forward. We're giving it to you for free. You have to go out and give it to somebody else for free. All right. So that's the deal. All right, man, let's get it going. So first thing we got, man, it is SNAPOCALYPSE week 2. SNAPOCALYPSE has been going down. It's been going crazy. People trying to rob stores. They've been getting snatched up, trying to walk out the store with people with their pants full of shit. You trying to walk out with a pants full of ham hocks? What you doing with a pants leg full of ham hocks? You swinging one leg and shit. Like, wait a minute. Come here, the security guard. Can I see you for a minute? Just come here. Can I talk to you? What do you have there? Nothing. I ain't got nothing. Why is one of your legs 3 times the size of the other one? Oh, I got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? I got high blood pressure, and my doctor told me I need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, it just one leg inflates. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, most people who get high blood pressure, their whole body inflate. Just one leg. It was only in one leg. Like, nigga, wait a minute. You got high blood pressure in one leg? Hold up, nigga. Shake that leg. People was putting laundry detergent in big gulp cups. They putting laundry detergent in big gulp cups. First of all, why are you filming yourself doing that shit? Why are you these people are filming themselves robbing? Like, hey, they won't come and get your ass. They won't come back through this bitch and snatch you up. But you over here robbing on camera? These motherfuckers is crazy as shit. Like, nigga, hold up. You got high blood pressure in one leg. Yeah, man, you ain't never heard that? Yeah, man, it starts in the lower extremities first. Yeah, that's that new high blood pressure. Yeah. Yeah, just saw it on CNN the other night. Yeah. And I immediately got it. I don't know. I saw it on CNN and I looked at my leg was blown up. I was like, God damn. I don't think that's true. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I don't think that's true. So, goddamn. Trump been going crazy. So, Snapageddon or SNAPOCALYPSE. Let's see what's going on with SNAPOCALYPSE. Is it? Hold on, let me move my screen up. So let's see what's happening. Hold on. God damn, where's the? I'm always losing my videos. All right, here we go. All right, here it is. Oops. All right, here we go. So what basically what happened was just to give you a preliminary, the Supreme Court, or not the Supreme Court, but lower courts ordered him to pay it. This is what I was talking about last week. Trump was going to pay it, but then he wanted the Republicans to do a nuclear option, or to at least consider it. So basically, the nuclear option means to get rid of the filibuster. What is a filibuster? Filibuster is when when one of the Congress people get up and they talk for 18,000 hours and shit, right? That's called a filibuster. Basically, if you want to push a bill, the opponent, the opposing political side, they will get up there and they'll rant and talk for like 80,000 hours. Basically, what Cory Booker just did not too long ago. He was up there for like 25 hours talking to some shit. Crazy. How you do that if not go to the bathroom? That's insane. But so instead of doing that the whole time, instead of having people get up there and just doing that for 20,000 hours and making people miss going home and miss lunch and all the rest of that shit, they was like, well, what if we just put in 60 votes instead of doing a filibuster? We'll put in 60 votes, right? So it'll be a 60 vote majority to win. Now there's only 50 senators each, usually. Like there's 100 senators. Let me say this, there's 100 senators. So, you know, most of the time they'll be divided 50-50. Sometimes you'll be like 54-40, 54-46 or something like that. So right now the Republicans have a slight majority, like 51 or 52 people in the Senate or something like that. Very small, like 51. So they need another like 9 people or 7 other people. I forgot how many. I think it's 7 to 9 people to vote to get on board of the Democratic Party. They're not voting. They're like, no, we're not going to do it. We're not voting until. So the main thing what they're trying to do is, so they're trying to make it seem like they're voting because of they want to get a healthcare subsidy that's about to expire, which is going to make people's healthcare go up. They're acting like they want to negotiate that subsidy expiring, right? So this is all a ruse, though. This is all bullshit because they can negotiate that later. It's not expiring now. They can negotiate that later, or they can just say we'll pass a continuing resolution, meaning we'll fund the government, and then we'll negotiate all that other stuff later. Why should they do that? Because the Republicans are not the one. So this is all Obamacare. So Obamacare came out and they said basically everybody needs to get health care. If you don't get health care, there could be some penalty for it, right? But when he did that shit, everybody's not able to afford health care. Like, no, nigga, you can't just make people get health care who broke. So what they did was they said, we'll put a subsidy in the health care, basically meaning we'll pay, the government will pay for the people who can't get health care. So go on health care, do, whatever, get what health care you need. We'll pay the difference. So, but what they did also was they voted to have it expire. This is Democrats did this shit, not the Republicans. The Democrats did this shit. They voted to have that subsidy expire, which means when it expires, people's health care are going to go up. Why did they do that shit? Because they needed it as a political football, which it just won them a bunch of elections. This on the 4th, Tuesday? Whenever the elections were, because the people think that the Republicans are in control of the government and shutting down the government. Now they voted all again. They all voted for Democrats who don't do shit. Democrats ain't got a goddamn plan in hell to do anything except make your kid gay. That's it. That's the only plan they got. But they know everybody is hating on Trump. So, and they know that most people are not sophisticated enough to go back and look at the law and know that they're the ones who put the expiration date on the subsidy. So they want Trump and them to put it back. They want like, well, just take away or extend the expiration date. And so Trump was like, nah. Or if you want us to extend the expiration date, we'll negotiate that later. Start paying people in the government. So this is what they did this week. They came and they said, well, all right, we'll fund the government. We'll vote to fund. This is the Democrats. They said, we'll vote to fund the government if you extend the health care, or if you extend the subsidies one more year. Why did he only want to do it one more year? Why would they only come back with a deal that says, all right, extend the subsidies for only 1 more? Why not 2 years? Why not 3 years? Because they know the election is coming up. The midterm election is coming up next year, and they're gonna have this as a political football again. The government gonna shut down because of this healthcare. They're gonna use this as their whole reason for not voting to keep the government open again, and then make it look like it's Trump's fault, so that they lose all the midterms next year. This is their plan to fuck you over so that they win the midterms next week. And this I'm talking about people who are in the government. That's their whole plan. We're gonna fuck everybody over so that they believe it's Trump's fault, and we're gonna win the midterms. So the lower court said that he had to come in and pay. He had to come in and fund the SNAP benefits, right? And he had to do it. He had to. They told him he had to pull from whatever place. Like, nigga, go find the money. Like, what you talking about? Go find the money. Find it. There's bank accounts in all different parts of the government. Go find the money. Go find. There's $25 million. That's $25 million allotted for something else. You can't. Who the fuck are you? You the goddamn judicial branch. You can't sit up here and this is crazy. They're acting like the judicial branch has power over the federal government, over the executive branch. Well, I don't give a shit what you do. You go find this money. You can't tell him what to do. That's nowhere in the Constitution that the judicial branch can tell the executive branch what to do. So Trump was like, fuck it, I ain't doing it. Because the Republicans, they voted not to get rid of the nuclear option. So remember, going back to that filibuster thing, Trump wants them to vote it out of existence. He's like, fuck this. If they won't open the government, let's just get rid of the filibuster. The 60 person vote. Let's get rid of that and then just start passing our goddamn agenda. The Republicans was like, nah, we don't want to do that, because if we do that, then that's going to allow the Democrats to come in here and do whatever the fuck they want when they get in office. And Trump is like, they're going to do that shit anyway. Nigga, you not doing anything is not going to do a damn thing in terms of reciprocity for the Democrats or the Democrats. They're not going to be like, well, since you toned it down, we're going to tone it down. Hell no. Them motherfuckers is crazy. They're going to do it anyway. So that's why Trump was pissed. He was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to fund the government at all. Fuck that shit. So they told him he had to fund it anyway, but then he appealed to the Supreme Court, and this is what happened.
News, and we're hearing that the Supreme Court is granting the Trump administration's emergency appeal to temporarily block a court order to fully fund SNAP food aid payments during the government shutdown. We're hearing from the Associated Press that a judge had given the Republican administration until Friday to make the payments through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. But the administration asked an appeals court to suspend any court orders requiring it to spend more money than is available in a contingency fund, and instead allow it to continue with planned partial SNAP payments for the month. After a Boston appeals court declined to immediately intervene, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson issued an order late tonight, pausing the requirement to distribute full SNAP payments until the appeals court rules on whether to issue a more lasting pause. Jackson handles emergency matters from Massachusetts.
First off, wait a minute. What do you know? It was Ketanji Brown who paused it, who said that, no, you don't have to pay out the SNAP. What? Not Ketanji woke ass Brown Jackson, whatever her name is. She's the one who said you don't have to pay. Oh, they about to come for her ass. They about to come for Ketanji.
Will remain in place until 48 hours after the appeals court rules, giving the administration time to return to the Supreme Court if the appeals court refuses to step in. The food program does serve about 1 in 8 Americans, mostly with lower incomes. Officials in more than half a dozen states have confirmed that some SNAP recipients already were issued full November payments on Friday. But Jackson's order could prevent other states from initiating the payments. This is something that we're going to continue to track over the weekend. Again, we're hearing from the Associated Press that Jackson's order will remain in place until 48 hours after the appeals court rules. This gives the Trump administration time to return to SCOTUS if the appeals court refuses to step in. The AP, by the way, saying that the court has been wrangling prolonged weeks of uncertainty for Americans with lower incomes. One person can receive a monthly maximum food benefit of nearly $300. A family of 4 can get up to nearly $1,000, although many receive less than that under a formula that takes into consideration their income. For some SNAP participants, a lot remains unclear. So we'll continue to report on this as the weekend progresses and as we enter early next week.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. That's hilarious. So no snap coming soon, guys. What niggas gonna do? See, melanated people letting themselves get in this position. This was the problem. Getting so comfortable with the government that you got into a position where if the government shuts down, you are done. You're at a loss. You should never rely on the government so damn much to where if the government fails, you fail. The government was never supposed to be that big. Never, ever supposed to be that big. It was never meant to take care of people. The government was only intended to deal with disputes between citizens in different states, disputes between different states, meaning the governments, those governments, and foreign affairs. That's what the federal government was for. Nothing else. It wasn't supposed to pay for food, pay for people to eat, none of that shit. That's the state's job. Your state is your country. The federal government is not your country. It's the federal government. It's just a bureau, an agency to handle business. That's it. It was never meant to be a state, and it became a federal state. And so all these people started relying on it. And then it became this, oh, we're a land of immigrants. And so they're letting all the immigrants in. And then all the immigrants, a lot of the immigrants, they get on that. They get on government assistance. A lot of them legal, a lot of them illegal. Then the shit just grows and grows and grows. So now everybody's going crazy, putting detergent in fucking 7-Eleven and big gulp cups and shit. This is fucked up. So they had, but this the messed up thing. Everybody who is crying about this, they had notice. You had notice that this was going to happen. And you sat around crying and talking about who gonna feed me, who gonna feed my kids, instead of you getting off your ass and going to feed your own goddamn kids. So you waited around. This is your karma. So SNAPOCALYPSE is in full effect for we don't know how long, because the Republicans don't have to give in. They don't have to give in. They run the government. They don't have to give in. They can just keep just not paying. And eventually it's going to come back on the Democrats. Eventually their people, their constituents are going to be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn healthcare, motherfucker. Healthcare, bitch, if you don't get me a goddamn sandwich, you talking about healthcare premiums going down. If you don't get your bitch ass out of here, I'll slap you with this healthcare. So this is about to go down in a minute. It's about to be all come to light that the Democrats are holding them hostage for some bullshit healthcare in the future. Some healthcare premiums that most people don't even have. Most people don't even have that shit. So it's about to go down. Says who's niggas stealing the dinners and three side niggas stealing dinners and 3 side ditches. Why can't the government or whatever just raise the wages from $8.75 to $25 an hour? Because businesses would go out of no business would be able to survive like that. No business would be able to survive paying people $25 an hour. So it has to be proportional to the business. The business has to be able to pay what the business can pay, so the business can be in profit. The business doesn't get in business to support the people who work for the business. That's not why business goes into business. Hey, come here, I'm gonna start a business so you can support your family at my expense. No, the business they get into business to make profit, to make their lives better. And if you're a worker, meaning you don't have the ingenuity or the imagination or the willpower to get up and start your own shit, then you got to be subject to whatever somebody else who does that gives you. That's just how that is. And if not, get up off your ass and be God. Go make your own universe, which is what you all should be doing in the first place. Not relying on the damn government. There's something called parens patriae. This is also how you guys are subservient or subject to the United States of America. Go look up the term parens patriae. P-A-R-E-N-S. Parens patriae. Patriae is a P-A-T-R-E. I think it's A. It's Latin. Look it up. Look it up in the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. It means government as parent. It means the government is your parent. And if you are being supported by the government, it is your parent. That's an actual doctrine in the law. And if the government is your parent, it has parent powers. Go look that doctrine up. So the government was never meant to be your parent. So, and if you've made the government your parent, then you fucked up. But Ketanji Brown, I guess a broken clock is right twice a day. So, hey, her broke ass clock was right this time. At least she stopped it. So, hey, moving along. Man, I don't know what to tell you on the snap side of the game, man. You just got to get off your ass. You got to hustle. Man, I was a hustler back in the day, man. That's in my blood. So I would never be at a loss. I'd just be mashing out, doing whatever the fuck I got to do. But if you're not like that, you better get like that, because this hard times are coming. Let me just real quick, a side note, the dollar system, the money system is probably going to crash in the future coming up. It's inevitable, because America is going to fall. The destruction of America, and I mean the American government. The people are not going to disappear and go anywhere. Just like any other government, any other empire who's fallen in the past, those people didn't disappear. They're still there. But it's going to be they're going to have to revamp, and it's going to be hard times for the people who live here. If the American dollar falls, and especially if you haven't diversified into something like crypto or gold and silver, you're going to be asked out. But really, you don't need that stuff. Really, what melanated people should be on, first off, if you're in the system, you should be an independent. I talked about this last week. You shouldn't be voting for Democrat or Republican. You should be independent, meaning, I'm not for anybody. What you gonna give me? That should be your motto every goddamn election cycle. What you gonna give me? Just like Ice Cube did. But hold on. Oops. He says, invest in silver, gold, yes, and XRP. True. But the main thing you want to learn is debt discharge. This has been around a minute. I'm sure if you've been into UCC and stuff like that, you heard it. But it's a little different. It's a little different today. It's also called the administrative process. If you've ever heard it back in the day, the administrative process, or acceptance for value. Now, there's an intricate way you have to do this. You have to know finance. A lot of people who try to do this, they do this without knowing the finance industry, meaning the language of the finance industry. You have to get that book, Barron's Dictionary of Finance and Investment Terms, because just like any other industry, the finance industry has its own language, just like the law. And the system moves, the finance system moves with that language. So if you don't know certain language, certain words like obligator, obliger, obligee, stuff like that, secured party, negotiable instrument, promissory note, these certain types of terms. What's the other? There's a whole bunch of these terms that you got to know. Now you can go look up the UCC, and all these terms will be in the UCC as well. UCC 3 and UCC 9 is what you should really focus on learning. That's was secured. Is that in? I think secured transactions and is UCC 9, and negotiable instruments, I think, is UCC 3, but or it could be the other way around. But you should learn both of those, because there is no money is not legal. Or let me say this: money can be whatever you intend it to be. Let me say that again. Money can be whatever you intend it to be. It doesn't have to be coin. It doesn't have to be a debt reserve or reserve debt note. Money is really whatever you sign your name to. This is also in the UCC. Whenever you sign your name to something, this is what I've been trying to tell you guys, always sign your name without prejudice or all rights reserved, because the document that you sign, when you sign your name to it, it becomes a promissory note. You've turned it into money. Just like when a bank loans you money, the bank doesn't have the money until you sign the note, you sign the paper, the contract. Then they're able to create the money off of your signature. And then they sell that negotiable instrument on the stock market back and forth over and over and over again. You have no idea. So ultimately, the way that you guys are going to be able to take power is master debt discharge. Now, you can listen to me right now, and this can go in one ear and out the other, or you can hear me and jump your ass on debt discharge, because when there is no money, you won't need it, because the system is already set up for you not to have money. This is the illusion that you need something tangible. The bank doesn't give you anything tangible, and then they ask for something tangible back. The reason they can do that is because they understand the system of debt discharge, promissory notes, secured party interest, all that type of stuff. They know that, but they're not the only ones that are able to do that. You can do that. You can be a bank. You can go read those laws and do everything that the bank does, write promissory notes. It even says in the UCC, if you owe a debt and you write a promissory note, meaning you write a promise to pay, and that person that you owe, they don't accept it, the debt is still discharged. That's in the UCC. Now, I wasn't going to do a whole dissertation on the shit. This is just a side note because I don't want to jump into it. However, a real good cat to look at this. Yeah, 31. Yep, there it is. Yep, that's it right there. So it goes back to House Joint Resolution 192 when they did away with money, gold and silver. They had to create a way to discharge debt if they were going to do away with the constitutional lawful money. So they had to create a way to discharge debt, and they did that. And that's through House Resolution 192. That's encoded in 31 USC 5118. But that's where it tells about that. Now, a good cat to watch on this, his name is Nicholas Burns. Let me see if I can. I'm not going to play his videos, but you can go check his stuff out. Let me see if I can. Real quick. So this is a young cat, but I don't promote people. So if I say somebody is on some shit, that means they own some shit, because I don't promote nobody. But this dude is on this shit. This dude right here.
You asked for proof, and now it's here.
Go sign up to his channel. He breaks down the debt discharge like nobody else. He knows this shit front in and out. The reason I know he knows it, because I know it. I've done it before. I've done it. I had a bill. I wrote acceptance for value on my light bill, sent it back to the DWP, and my light bill was wiped away. Now, I've only done that once, because the Aboriginal changing your status is much higher than that. If you can change your status and then do both of those things, that's even better. So I moved from that and moved on to status change, Aboriginal status and stuff like that, which is what got me free from paying taxes to California. But the debt discharge is still just as good. You can do debt discharge if you understand the system. So check this cat out, Nicholas Burns. Check out all his videos. Dude has like 40-something thousand subscribers, but his videos only get like 1,000 views or 2,000 views. Sometimes they'll go up to like 7,000 views, but most people don't even know about this cat. And this cat is killing the game. So what I'm telling you, go check out this dude right here, and he'll break you off with the debt discharge on how to do that. So got a little sidetracked, but you need to know that because I had to throw that in there because the world, America is getting ready to fall. The money system is getting ready to fall, and you need to know an alternative to doing that so that you don't need money. You're not around here struggling and scrambling and all of it when the whole world is falling. No, I know how to discharge debt. Now, does that mean that you can discharge debt like that between two parties? No. Between two parties, when I come together with you and contract with you, the contract states what the consideration is, meaning consideration in the contract mean what we exchange for the service or whatever it is we're making a deal for, right? So in the contract, if I say you need to give me 100 PlayStations, let's say 100 PlayStations, or you need to give me 20 sacks of weed or whatever it is, that's what you need to pay, right? That's what you need to pay as far as the contract. Now, as far as government, that's private. There's a difference between public and private. That's a private contract. You have to privately, whatever we agree upon, that's what we have to pay. Now, public, as far as public debt, this is like credit cards and all that type of stuff. These credit card companies, they're public. They're public, even though they may be private companies. They're public. Their information is public. So all of this stuff, you can discharge debt that way. Your mortgage with banks, all that type of banks, basically. You can discharge debt with banks that way. So again, go watch Nicholas Burns. He breaks that shit off. He's real dope. And he ties it into universal law, this is why I actually endorse Homeboy, because he ties it all in with universal law. Yep, go check Homeboy out, Nicholas Burns. So moving along, like I said, the Democrats are winning this the Democrats are winning the battle right now because you see that Homeboy, they just elected the mayor in New York, Mamdani. What did Trump call him? Kami Mamdani or whatever. But he won because he's mostly against the Khazarians. That's really why he won. When he went up there and they asked him on the first debate, and they said, so if you became mayor, who would be the first place you would visit as mayor? And they also, I'm going to visit the Holy Land. Well, with what's going on in the world right now, I'd feel a real compulsion to go visit Israel. Like all of them went down. Yeah, I'd have to go visit Israel. I'd say the Holy Land. And when they got to Mamdani was like, I ain't going nowhere, bitch. He was like, fuck that shit, bitch. I ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. I'll stay and talk to the Jewish cats in New York, my Jewish constituents in New York. But other than that, and they was like, oh yeah, bitch. They was like, yeah. They was like, fuck that shit. So in New York, you guys got a communist masquerading as a socialist who don't know anything, but the reason he became big is because of the Khazarians, which is insane. But moving along, Trump then lost his damn mind. This nigga declared war on Nigeria. Wait a minute. You just declared war on Venezuela, which is kind of strange, talking about you're sending all the drugs and fentanyl from... Wait a minute, no. Fentanyl comes from Mexico and China. Cocaine comes from Colombia and Mexico. What are you talking about, Trump? Drugs! They're sending drugs! They're sending their people! They're sending their nothing! We just gotta go kill them! Like, wait a minute. Why do you need to go kill the Venezuelans? We just do. We got to do it. The real main reason is because of Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio, being a Cuban, he has an in for those other countries, those other Latino countries or whatever. He has it out for him. He wants to destabilize all those motherfuckers and take them over. He wants America to take them over for a few reasons. One, because China's working with a lot of them. Because there's no central bank down there also. And because they also work with Russia and Iran. So they wanted, that's one of the main reasons they want to take him out. But the main reason Trump wanted to take over Venezuela is because of the resources. He wants the damn, he wants the minerals and shit from the land. So, you know, and the reason that, because, you know, the deal with China, we used to get our minerals and stuff for bombs and all that type of stuff from China. But China and the trade war is going crazy, where China locked up on the minerals that America needs for their missiles and shit. So Trump had to start doing deals everywhere. That's why he was trying to work with Ukraine and trying to get a deal with Ukraine. Ukraine, give up some of your resources, your natural resources, we'll come in and protect the land. And then Putin was like, nah, bitch, I took that part of the land. So you can come and do a deal with us, nigga. hey, Trump, come and do a deal with Pootie Tang. And Trump was like, God damn it. And so now he don't want to do a deal necessarily with Putin because they won't let him. So now he needs to find resources somewhere else. So Venezuela, oh shit, Venezuela, they got resources. Let's go start a war with Venezuela. We know somebody who can't fight back. That means you're a bitch. If you fight somebody, you start a war or fight with somebody you know who can't fight back, you're a bitch. So Trump is blowing up fishermen, calling them drug dealers and shit. Drug dealers from Trinidad on a fucking fishing boat. On a little fishing boat. These niggas in sandals on a fishing boat. This nigga blowing up people in sandals on a fishing boat, calling them drug dealers. So Nigeria, Nigeria. Hold up, baby. You got minerals. You got minerals, Nigeria. Oh shit. Hey, Christians are being killed in Nigeria, guys. We're gonna have to go in. Sorry, just saying. Christians, we're gonna protect the Christian people. They're good people. I'm telling you, they're good people. Like, wait a minute, nigga, you going in to protect the Christians? Wait a minute, nigga. When did you become so goddamn religious? Not saying anything about the goddamn Christians who are getting blown up in Palestine. The church that got blown up in Palestine, all the Christians that got blown up in Palestine. Oh, no. Don't worry about them. The Christians in Nigeria. So let's see. What your boy has in store for Nigeria. Hold on. Hold on. Is that it? Hold on. Oh, there it is.
Apple.
They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria.
The U.S. president has called on Nigeria's government to halt what he says is the killing of Christians by Islamist militants. If they don't, he says, the U.S. will cut off all aid to the country and launch a fast, vicious attack.
Do you envisage U.S. boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things.
Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu rejected Trump's characterization of the country in quite a lengthy social media post. So what's really going on? Well, Nigeria's population of about 230 million people is roughly split between Christians and Muslims. It does have a long history of ethnic violence driven by access to resources such as land and water, and terrorism by the likes of Boko Haram and the Islamic State that largely kills Muslims. Trump's intervention, though, marks an escalation amid claims from U.S. right-wing politicians and commentators that citizens are being targeted for their religion. The reality is that while there is religious violence in Nigeria, most of it is based on resources and criminality. But like his predecessors, Tinubu has largely failed to tackle the country's security crisis. Trump's comments, though, echo his claims there's a genocide against white Afrikaner farmers in South Africa, which led him to offer them refugee status in the U.S. It's not clear he'll do the same with Nigerian Christians, but Abuja